All right in time for kickoff. Lions, Vikings, Vikings, Lions. First things first. Welcome to Sunday Night Football. It's your boy. Oh, we got the black uniforms in Detroit. We ain't seen those since the mid-2000s. And we got the red shirts again for the Vikings. Second straight week. Now, let's just get right into it real quick. Couple of things. If you hear a couple beats, just know I'm working and I'm working. So there's that. But still, we got what should be a pretty good game. We got to talk about Minnesota, Detroit, Jits, David, week 9 in general, and we're looking ahead to week 10 also. So we're off to a fast start here. Dalvin Cook already got 23 yards, just coming off of 202. So, and we picking right where he left off last game. Let's see here. Let me get some guys involved. Get to that link. Hold on, let's see right here. Hurt. Play action, looking. Okay. All right, real quick, my bad. Let's do this. Get on the track. All right, get back to the game. Okay. Play action again. That's a pick. Oh no, it's not. Let me tell you something about Jits, man. When Jits is on, he might be the toughest trap game in the league. I mean, and as I say that, with him, it's the good and the bad. I like give it and take it away. Yeah, it's a quick touchdown. So, game probably couldn't started really any better for him. Yeah, all right. So we're barely a minute into the game, and Jix is already at one. So, we may have some guests tonight. We may not. It might just be a solo commentary job tonight. But here we are. Got a good game anyway. So let's see what David. Come on. Oh, wow. And he still. Oh, know what I got to do with that. 1 second, updating my file. And we're going to go week 10 here. First run of the game for Detroit. And that's what we're doing? Man. First of the game. All right. Well, if you're coming in late, if you're a minute and a half late, you've already missed 2 touchdowns. So I don't know what that means. I hope it means we see a lot more. I guess we'll find out now. Now let's talk about week 9. Let's talk about particularly this last game we just saw with Minnesota versus Baltimore, right? I mean, you saw the highs and lows of each team, Baltimore and Minnesota. Lamar Jackson goes for, I think, 200 yards rushing. I think he legit almost had a 200 game to the point that I was concerned that my quarterback was going to get robbed of player of the week. Luckily for me, he did not. But okay, a lot of space for all these running backs. If you got these running backs in your fantasy team, you're rejoicing and keep on because I don't think the yards nor the touchdowns nor the big plays are going to stop anytime soon in this one. But going back to the week 9 game you just saw right before this one, yeah, nearly 200 yard game for Lamar. But got lucky. But also you saw with Flash and the Ravens, like the interceptions, man, it's like the turnovers cost him early turnovers. He managed to get one back early in the first quarter, because that game could have been 14-0 real quick, but he gets an interception in the red zone playing defense and drives it back downfield. Scores in a long run, good pass. Scores in a long run with Lamar, makes it 7-7. But Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook, Now, Dalvin Cook, speaking of 20-yard games, he had 202, 25 carries, I believe, 22 yards. Justin Jefferson, though, this is how good this man is. There's a play early in the game where Jix has a wide open, I believe it was Adam Thielen, wide open, or KJ Osborne. Either way, he's going over the top this way. I mean, nobody within the state of Minnesota was near this man. But instead, I don't know if Jix seen him. Apparently he didn't. Jix throws to Jefferson on like this deep corner. Double team, right? I mean, to where it looked like there was no chance of him catching this ball, and he catches it. Like Mosses, both of them. He goes on to score a touchdown to finish the drive, but then that wasn't the best catch. Later, same thing happens. Another guy's running wide open. Jix throws to Jefferson again, going this way. Double teamed again. Ball gets tipped by Baltimore for like, that's the thing. Hold on. Speaking of, we nearly had a Jefferson touchdown there, but ball gets tipped, right? Because that's the thing in Madden 23, like the defensive, how the defensive backs play the ball. A lot of guys are going to the swap ball option, and rightfully so, whatever. But anyway, the downside of it is when you get a guy like Justin Jefferson and you swat the ball, he catches it off the tip, it scores a touchdown. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, it's just absolutely unreal. And you just have to go back and watch the rest of the game if you didn't. It's a game worth watching. 42-40, Minnesota over Baltimore, but not before that game got unnecessarily close. I mean, for no reason at all. So Baltimore scores, right? It's to make it, I believe, 42-40, I think. No, 42-34. That's what it was. Okay, so 42-34 in the fourth quarter. Flash Ravens onside kicks it. He doesn't get it. Now he has all three timeouts. It's like under 2 minutes left. So high scoring game. Yes, I get it. But my thinking is, I'm kicking the ball deep, and still, if I have time, I'm gonna be able to get the ball back with this 8-point deficit, supposedly, opposed to kicking it onside, not recovering it, and then basically being, wow, where's the coverage at? Goodbye, TJ Hawkinson. Jeez. Wow. As I'm breaking all this down, we're going to have to catch up to this game. But Jix gets the ball, so Vikings recover the onside kick. And if I'm Baltimore, I'm looking like, all right, why are we onside kicking? That's guaranteed points pretty much. But no, because on third down to clinch the game, right? All you gotta do is run the ball fast. There's no timeouts left. Minnesota runs a screen on third down. And what does Flash do? Savvy defender that he is, good player that he is. Pick six to the crib, 42-40, but he throws the interception on the two, and the Vikings escape with a 42-41. So that's what we got here for Minnesota. We got guests in the building. I'll tell you about Detroit in a little bit. Manny, what's up with it?
Shit, had to show a little bit straightened before this upcoming matchup against the Bengals.
Yeah, who you got this week?
The Bengals.
Oh, right. I meant to put that. See, I meant to put that in the game of the week. There's a lot of controversy coming out of Cincinnati, based on what happened in week 9. But
ain't no controversy, man. It's just the point is, man. I look at it like you get alerts. Everybody knows. Like, come on, it's not that hard. To go in the chat every once in a while and look at it. Everybody would say group means messed up here and there. I'm like, come on now. We all get the GORD alerts. Ain't no way in hell you went a whole fucking week without knowing.
Yeah, that's fair. I was with you on that. Like, I mean, even we in for a good game, y'all. Like, if you like points and you hate defense, hey, C's, get in here. It's your type of game. If this was basketball, C's would be here. If you like points and you don't like defense, Come on. This is modern NBA meets the NFL tonight. I'm sorry, proceed though with the Dort.
No, I'm just saying it's like it makes no sense. Like it don't make no sense. How the fuck you don't know? Like you want me to literally DM you every time you do something wrong?
My personal opinion, I think because you should not have to do that. But for like it is. I do agree though in the fact that it is like that select group of people like the Tones, the Darryls. It's not many of them, and not really enough to where a rule should be made per se. But it's just like a few of those guys who aren't active, where like they like legit might miss. Like I don't think he would cheat and like play him intentionally, but at the same time, I see what you're saying because that was out a minute ago.
Yeah, because I'm like, even Phil like called it suspension and he knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now,
so ain't no like,
mhm.
he don't be in the chat that heavy, but he knows the hell's going on.
Right. Now let me. Oh,
good God, that was a hit stick.
Jeez. Oh, hold on. Where my phone at? That, that means. We gotta do when you see that happen with this particular.
Yeah. But
mhm.
from now on out, people want to act like they can't get certain shit. It's cool. I'll make sure they get notified before next time it happens. Because Chris said it's bad. It's cool. Next time anything dealing with him, I'll DM him myself personally. Because it makes no fucking sense.
Now let me ask you this. Before I ask both of y'all about your teams, because we're all here after feeling. Oh, anyway. Now I didn't see the beginning part of the game because I think I was playing at the same time. So when I came in, it was like third quarter, whatever. But did it? I mean, because he won. So like, how did Burrow's presence in the game that he should not have been in? How did it affect you? Think
it was only a quarter.
Okay.
It didn't really affect the whole outcome of the game. To be honest with you. So I mean, he said he didn't know. I don't believe it, but whatever.
5-4.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't see. I saw the end. I saw like that whoever his backup was still launching it. Like it didn't look like he was in so much of a beat. Now I don't know how much of that is Tennessee's defense. And I don't know how much of that is just Daryl being on his hot streak. But
it's just probably the game is on it. He's on a hot streak. The game is his favorite to him.
Okay, so come back to that now. Let me ask you about your teams, Manny. I'll get you in here now. 5-4 Buffalo. Like I'm not sure if people saw that coming. But you've been balling. Like, what's up?
Man, he talking to you.
Oh no, I'm on PSN also.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, let me know when you're back in here. Then I'll ask you.
I'm back.
Because I'm about to say, I seen it. Manny has the team. Manny just got to.
Yeah, it seemed like when. It's funny because when we stop doing things that we, I guess, want to do per se, and just start kind of doing what we should be doing with our respective teams, a lot of good things happen.
That's true.
A whole lot of good things happen. And I saw I was in PSN for a second. When you were playing Mark or the guy who used to be Mark. Well, maybe this is the real Mark, huh? But either way, I'm just looking and I'm just like all these speaking of big plays, but all these big plays like runs with Cook, Allen's doing whatever, seeing the defense, Omaha, it's all out there in the clear. Seeing it and then destroying it, the defense, like I was like, well, I'm sitting here thinking like for all the teams we don't talk about, like the jokes with, you Manny being like interception this, interception that, like that's a squad nobody's gonna want to really have to come against in the playoffs potentially. So
he has the team. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He has the team.
I think it's good I don't play head to head as much anymore.
That too, because big difference when you go from that like arcade or whatever it was to the simulation. Big difference. Big difference.
There's a
And-
big difference between comp and simulation.
Yeah, comp. That's what it is. That's what I meant to say.
Omaha's
Yeah.
a cheat code, man.
Yeah. You're like you got some guys, man. Like, and so you are, yeah, because I don't think nobody else is over 500. So you lead in division. That's gonna be a good finish. That's gonna be a real good finish. But
He
I
should
don't
be finishing over.
Huh?
He should be like at least a top 3 seed if he keeps playing the way he's playing right now.
Yeah, because right now you got Reggie is 8-0 undefeated. Will is 6-3. I'm 6-3, but Will has a sim win over me, so he's number 2. I'm number 3. Buffalo, Manny 5-4, and then you got Cincy and a collection of other teams underneath Cincy that's jostling for like those last 2 playoff spots.
Right.
But I like in the AFC outside of the division leader. I like Cincinnati's going to make it. I think they're going to make it. Because nobody else is really going to catch up to them.
To be honest with you,
To
be honest with you, I don't think Cincinnati's going to make it unless I'm like, I don't know. It's just something about his schedule. I'm like, he really haven't played his divisions much either.
Right. He hadn't played hardly. I mean, he only had 2 real games, which was Indianapolis and the Seahawks game, because I don't think he should have won that one. But those were like his 2 best wins. But I look at it though, and it's like Tennessee's 3-5. I like Indianapolis. I still like Ty's team, but they're 4-4. I mean, they for real. Well, they're 4-4, and I think he'll get in the playoffs one way or another. But they're 4-4. Miami's 4-4, and that's that. I don't really trust nobody. Chargers 5-3. My mistake. They're there, and they should make it. He's wide open. How do you?
Hey, Redo.
Yeah.
Why are you counting out the Raiders?
Man, it's NACO. Let's stop it. Stop it. Let's stop the shenanigans. It's fucking NACO. Stop playing, man. Because I know he's in the BSN. I know he asked you that question, Manny. But stop it. Let's be real, bro.
I mean, the games that he lost has been pretty close.
Yeah, I put this. It's he ain't gonna miss it twice. I put like this. There's a lot of time like that log jam with like the Miamis, the Indies, the Raiders, those type of teams. He could do something. I'm not personally counting them out, but when I think about it, as far as just the hierarchy of it, I'm looking at Cincy. I'm looking at the Dolphins. I'm looking at Indianapolis, the Chargers potentially, and at least one other team that I just forgot about. All before.
Is it safe to say that he's like a C squad?
He plays guys tough. I say C. I think C is about right. Like he box of chocolates. You don't know what you're gonna get. He might 30-10 somebody, and then he might lose a game by a lot also.
I think there was some games where he didn't have Devontae Adams too.
Oh, that's
6 games actually.
And I know his quarterback has been kind of his rookie quarterback. His accuracy, he's still trying to build that up. So he got time though. Like I want time out. Oh, Steelers.
We got time though.
What's up, R1?
What up with it? I said we got time though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you fresh. We fresh off the biggest wins of the week. So I don't even really speak on mine too much, but 59-17. I turned the game on and you were down 3. I look back down. 5 minutes later, you were up by 21-24. So you can go ahead and speak on it.
Oh man, slight work. Yeah, I gotta keep the game interesting to myself when I play certain games, man. And then I don't be trying to blow people out early, because then I can't. My starters ain't gonna get no love. So,
fair, that's fair.
Play how I play.
I had a bit of that issue. Like I got to that point earlier today playing against Jazz. Now I'm gonna say something about Jacksonville. And I said this before. but and not necessarily with just Jazz, but just period. Like the longer you are in these games with teams that you quote unquote should beat and players that you should beat, and it's kind of close, the more pressure it puts on you. So I ain't gonna lie, instead of here and act like he didn't play a pretty good first half. Because it was only 14-0, I think, and then he came out scored 14-7 like early in the third. I'm like, all right, we gotta separate. And we did, but still it's like at the same time though, I could feel it like I didn't really wow, what a bad interception. I didn't really get settled until probably that Hardman touchdown. When I saw him, like, I know I bet my life that you not guarding Hardman one-on-one with Rayshawn Jenkins. So I knew it was zone, and I saw it, I exploited it, and I got it. And after that, I was like, I'll be good. But yeah, he's pesky, and it's pesky teams. And Chris made a good point yesterday in saying that the restart, the supercharge, the XP, and all that, like the perks that the commissioners gave us, shout out to them, like has really made for more competitive games overall. I think. You still need your blowouts, but it's a lot of those games that.
Hey, Dave need to realize he need to be like on conservative carry ASAP.
What's up?
Dave need to go on a conservative carry ASAP.
Yeah. Dang. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Yeah, he's gonna score a touchdown. He gonna score a touchdown. That's something bad. Also, we got same package. I ain't even made that first, so we'll switch at some point.
How long my players gonna be out for? Now I'm looking at my roster, like I'm still got players out.
Oh, tell me this. That's a pick. Oh, should have been. Oh, good hit. Number 9 or number 3. Is that Dansley? Anyway, tell me what went through your mind when you saw Aaron Donald injured temporarily.
Man, he was out most of the game.
Oh, really? I didn't even know.
Yeah. No, he got hurt. Then he came back in the fourth quarter and got hurt again. I'm like,
Yeah, you
fuck
know,
it.
I ain't gonna lie. That's a good cut. I saw that and I was just when I saw him get hurt. I didn't see him get hurt the first time. When I saw him get hurt the second time, but the first for me, you know what I saw on the TV screen?
What?
Money bags. I was like, man, I wish this dude would get hurt for the season. This is gonna make
I'm looking at the same thing, Red. I was like, oh, this nigga about to be sick. This nigga really hurt.
Brad, you understand?
That nigga
You
with
already
the
actually
injury
was.
bug. I hit that nigga with injury bug because I got hit with that bitch.
Brad, I was sitting there, I was like, Brad, I'm like, this nigga stay. I'm like, God dang, dog, this is the fucking second time he got hurt. What the fuck is happening? Like in my head, I was like, no, this ain't right.
Well, he's playing with fire.
People get hurt.
Playing with fire.
Like, a good thing I was just whooping his ass and I had to worry about the game being close.
Right. Now, let me say this because this is going to strengthen what I said yesterday about that Cardinals-Cowboys situation. Now, I looked at the stat. I did the stats yesterday. Did the interception report and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The Trevor Lawrence report. We added 4 more today, so there it is. But I did the Trevor Lawrence report, and I saw Kyler Murray entering the game that you played against him today had 12 touchdowns, 4 picks. But I don't count that because
Sims
again, he threw 8 or 9 versus Dallas. I saw the game live. I was up late. Well, because I'm West Coast, but I was up and I saw 8 picks or 9 picks. So in my eyes, you got what, 3 on him today, 2 on him today?
3.
Got 3 on him. So in my eyes, and in my mind, he I think he got 1 touchdown on you, 1 passing touchdown or 2 passing touchdowns.
I think 2.
I think so. Oh, so we call it 14-16. That's what I see.
Right.
I don't see it as like 14 or 5 or whatever it might be now. Like I know the rate.
Right.
And also I say because and I know he knows that as a passer, like you got a good ratio. Let's not screw it all up by having this game on our ledger. That's just my take. It's not nothing against JT. I don't got no dog in the fight. But when I look at it, and for me, because I would hate to throw 8 interceptions. Y'all never see that, by the way. But I would hate to throw 8 interceptions in a season, let alone a game. So,
Right.
he knew he was going to get the forced loss either which way. Like, he got the real loss, but he's like, all right, I'm going to get the forced loss, but keep my stats. That's a good throw. He's going to catch it or not. But then I see him play against you, and that game was so fast. Like, the opposite of how me and you play term and like how Will, did the other day.
Yeah.
Because he was the opposite of that. Like, he was playing so fast. I'm like, he had some of the fastest possessions, 3 outs that I've ever seen him at.
Bro, he said hike and just throw that bitch. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I didn't even know the route was going.
I was like, what am I looking at? Because as quick as it was like, I think it was a close game for a quick second. Defend the corner routes, please. But it was a quick game for a second. Then by the time I looked up, it was okay. I looked up and you were up like several scores. And I was just like, well, there goes that.
Man, I looked at it like I was like, okay, I know what he's doing. He like JT. I like, okay, JT is gonna try to do this. All right, let me take away his first objective, inside zone.
Mm-hmm.
Took it away. After that, he didn't know what to do. So after that, when I got him to passing, I was like, he can't read defenses because all he does is throw the ball quick.
Sounds like what I did to that boy up there in New England.
So he starts throwing the ball quick, and the more I forced him to throw the ball quick, then Aaron Donald was like, oh, he's hurt. Okay, fuck it. I just start getting I put my rookie in there. I started just doing it defensive lineman, start going in quicker. And I'm like, he's still trying to figure out, oh, he didn't have to worry about the pass rush. No, sir. I know how to do that shit with anybody. That's what was going fucking with him.
Yeah, Sidney Jones had a game. I think one of the other guys, like number 8 or number
Haley.
3, one of them.
Yeah, Haley was doing his shit. That's why I was like, I appreciate Haley just doing what he was doing. But it was just more of a fact of like, I'm going to try to get pressure. And that was my main thing, try to get pressure. When Aaron Donald was hurt, I was like, well, fuck it. I'm not about to switch my game plan up and stay with the fuck I know now.
Yeah, that pressure, like, because for real, when you do the pressure right, it eliminates everything under center. Like, you ain't going under center after you get blitzed and hit X amount of times.
Exactly. That's my main thing.
For no reason.
That's my bad thing. I was like, yo, I was sitting in blitzes. I was just mixing everything up. So I was like, okay, that's what I try to do. I try to mix everything from just keep going back and forth with the mixing of the with the blitzes and doing the pass rush. So yeah, that's what I was hoping for. It worked.
Yeah. So you what, 4 and 5 now?
Yeah, I'm 4 and 5.
Okay, but that's a good win because we've already seen clearly how JT can be a tricky opponent. So
and I got him again. Also, I got him again next week. So
right. You got quick like home I forgot.
Yep. But Jeremy, I'm worried about what Jeremy gonna do because I got him later, Yeah,
that's right. Be worried, little buddy. Be worried,
What's yeah, man, who gonna give you a test out in Philly? Is anybody gonna do it?
What's that?
I was saying, who's gonna give you a test out in Philly? Is anybody built to do
it? I mean, we got Mikey on the schedule, and then the last time I played Twan, it was a close game. Fair, he blames.
According to Twan, you supposed to lose.
Huh?
According to Twan, you supposed to take that L.
I was supposed to, but if he gonna give me a certain look, I'm out there attacking. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta look at one point in time. I was like, okay. Toasty roasty, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, we held that defensive line to no sacks. That changed the landscape of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair.
If you can't get pressure, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. While I will say he did take me out of my game, I couldn't run the ball like I wanted to because I was second guessing myself with that defensive line up front, but it is what it is. That's just the game.
Y'all know what
I don't.
throwing to Jefferson reminds me of? Like
Was
Kirk Cousins looks like Jake Delhomme in the mid 2000s, just chucking the ball to Steve Smith.
Oh, he just threw a pick?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, not at all. This is just the give and take.
I would say switch to. Hey, Redo, we can switch to a better game.
so bad because
Yeah, this one good, but we gonna get to this one. Wasn't one of the games of the week, so I'm gonna give this one till halftime. Then we'll switch over to Green Bay and the Saints. So I don't even know what's going on over there yet.
Yeah,
We're looking at.
And that's a touchdown. Oh, he dropped it.
Also, I love when Dez be trying my guys deep. Like one of my rookies, really, who wasn't even, truly wasn't even supposed to be playing, but giving a score. Like, I'll give you a shot. The boy came there with 2 picks today and a fumble recovery. We should have housed it, but it's all good.
All I know is I'm hoping Gio stays into the NFC defensive rookie of the year. That's what I'm hoping for. Hope he stays with it.
Oh, Gio Hart, right?
Yeah, Gio's leading right now.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, I didn't even know that.
Jeremy right on my ass with his rookie.
What rookie running back Chapman or is it?
No, it's Ricky corner.
Oh, you got a rookie corner?
Yeah, you got a rookie.
The rookie Sean Safe.
Oh, okay.
I just made a pick with it. I picked up the Bengals was holding some nice little safeties out there. I went and got that big safety that's a glorified linebacker playing strong safety. He got a pick 6 last week.
Man, I'm gonna say this: when you got a tone in your division or like somebody like that, it's so. I just be looking and watching games like, man, I wish I had. And granted, I do have Dez in mind, but I'm like, bro, I just wish like I had a guy like Tone who every single time is going to throw you 5+.
He's gonna throw it to you. He's gonna throw it to you.
We're gonna throw it to you, and
he's gonna throw it to you.
And more
you don't have to do much.
You know how it's coming too. Vertical. Like,
oh man, what?
Vertical's an understatement, Redo.
Yeah. It truly is. Can y'all
Gotta admit, Manny.
Oh yeah, I'll if you want to talk about healing,
Yep.
But yeah, it's much better. I mean, that game was good too, but I'll keep an eye on it. I mean, if you need to come back, you can come back. But yeah, 10-7, 6-3 versus 6-2. Oh, Phil, man, that last week. Ooh, that's a hard way to lose.
That's a hard way to lose.
That's a hard way to lose. Like
just to miss the field goal, you shanked it to the left. I'm like,
at home? And on top of that, oh, good juke. On top of that, though, you get 6 picks off of Mays and you don't finish.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Mays like, I'm supposed to lose. Like, nigga, we know.
Yeah, he showed up saying like, y'all supposed to lose. I'm like, honestly, it was true.
Nigga, we know. You don't have to tell us. We saw our own eyes.
But but the honesty is appreciated because some people would have been like, it's like Toretto at the after the race with Brian on like the early Fast 5.
Yeah,
you never had me like. Yeah, I did. But
he had you.
Phil definitely had him, but he let him off the hook and can't let the great ones off the hook.
Yeah. Can never let somebody like that off the hook because he'll come back and bite you in the ass later.
Sure will. Oh.
Underthrown, wasn't it?
Yeah. And see, again, Phil, Kenny, Kerm, I gotta put you in there sometimes.
Yeah.
There's somebody else I'm thinking, like, when you stop the run, good night. I put Bean in there sometimes, especially with Tennessee.
Mark
Especially with Tennessee.
in New England.
Tennessee is though.
Who else wrong?
I said Mark in New England.
Yeah. I say Mark when that inside zone is stopped, he can be in the mix. It's a multitude of teams like that though. When you stop that run, good night. Because if they got to throw, you know it's going to be a field day.
The funny part is for me, I know it's a field day right now when I throw because I got a rookie. So he ain't gonna get the ball there right all the time. So I know it's a field day when I throw.
Oh, why'd you say though? I didn't hear the why.
Why? Because he's a rookie. So sometimes he's gonna make air throws and overthrows and stuff like that. So he ain't gonna make a great throw. It happened in that game multiple times. It's like I see it, but at the same time, it's like fuck it. It is what it is. Like I said, I gotta take my growing pains. So I don't take my growing pains with this rookie. So like I was saying, like if you make a bad throw that's supposed to be wide open, he overshoots it. Fuck it. I can't get mad at it.
But you know what though? And this is like I was mentioning this yesterday. The cost, like interceptions are not they look bad, but they're not nearly as costly as they should be in the game, I think. So it's like I see why people will risk throwing 35 and 40 picks in half a season because, like, if you get even 30 touchdowns behind it, Madden is going to value that and it's going to give him a rookie of the year compared to a guy like somebody like me or like I'm at 11-3, right?
Right.
Reggie's at like 16. Well, I should say Cleveland is at 16-2 because I know he had some sins in there. But compared to a guy like that, where it's like, you know, okay, yeah, your ratio look nice, but we don't value the ratio. We just value
if you don't got the yards and the touchdowns, it don't matter in this game.
Yeah, and it's like it's trash, but it affects how people play the game, and I understand it. Like that's how people get all the developments and stuff. And
yes,
yeah, it's crazy.
Like that's how I was looking at this one. I was like, okay, cool, I can get this, or I can do this. Like right now, I'm like at 19 and 20.
Right. Which for I think I would say for you, that's pretty good compared to ratios
the old days.
Yeah, exactly. And like 20 and 45 or something. Like
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna be on you and Jeremy ratio where Jeremy barely throws the fucking ball.
What? Hey,
you barely throws the ball. I know you barely throw the ball.
Look here. Look, if the ratio, you know what I'm saying, I just gotta get 12 in. If I ain't gotta force it downfield, why I gotta force it downfield?
That's fair. Definitely fair. I needed today. I needed my QB to have a game today though. I don't know if y'all saw it, but
all I'm doing is big dog.
I know what you're doing, but I hate you.
That's in the game. So defense wins champions, big dog. Fair. Yeah, offense just put the points on the board. But if my defense gonna put up 14, what are you doing?
See, now we went through the AFC already. I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe in Green Bay. Because like we just talked about it. Like the moment this man has to pass the ball, or the moment he feels like he can pass the ball, whichever one comes first, it don't really matter. Whichever one comes first, this happens. Four turnovers, we barely halfway through the game.
Well, you also got to remember, he don't have Aaron Rodgers no more. So some of those throws he tried to make, he still think he got Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. And here's my thing with that. Like, see,
I played Green Bay. What y'all fail to realize is,
what's that?
This run maybe 4 defensive plays, maybe 4. So, and then he has certain looks, you know where the ball goes, certain reads he goes the ball. So it was like to what Kerm just said about me, like I ain't gonna force the ball downfield. Like I try to go outside of my game plan so people don't know what I'm doing all the time. But when you play niggas like that, you like, all right, I know what I got. I'm about to do this trash.
You got to get him out the way.
Why would you? Yeah.
Like literally we know like Phil got like 4 good plays
Right.
on
And they
offense
all
and
runs.
defense.
And they're all runs.
No, it's not all runs. He got outside zone, stretch, running back in red zone scissor, and a deep pass, which is that dagger route.
That's fair, but I won't even say like those are quote unquote his good plays, like because I saw you run red zone scissors to mastery earlier against JT.
Yeah.
I've seen Jesus run red zone scissors to mastery. I've seen Chris do it. When Phil does it, I'm taking my chances. When he drops back and makes any pass, I'm taking my chances. And the beautiful thing is, however many attempts he throws in the game, I feel that's how I have an equal amount of opportunities to get interception. That's just where his passing game is. No different than Kenny. Put him in the same division.
Oh,
They go 100 times. They'll go 50-50 because they play the same.
Yeah. The funny part is, Kenny was like, hey, I heard him on your I looked at the old your last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenny like, I didn't play nobody. I was like, okay, I kind of take offense to it because I let him I let him escape with that dub because I took that risk. But Kenny don't want to talk about the other 2 times me and him played.
I was just thinking about that because you definitely came back from 17-0 if I'm not mistaken and beat him.
Yep.
That first season.
Then the other game was literally a drumming. It was like 40-something to fucking 14.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That's a good point. That's a great point.
It's the game where I had like 3 kickoff returns to the house.
That's crazy.
Beginning of the game, both times he scored.
That is so wild, right? That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, and Phil not having Aaron Rodgers, I'm like that just makes you even worse a passer because here's how I see it. And I was going to have a segment, and maybe I'll do it tomorrow morning. But I'm trying to think like what makes a good player? Like what truly makes a good player? Because first day, like yesterday, he was like, player plus team can do a lot, and they can. That's a good touchdown.
Right. Hey, I'm like this. I just sent you a stat of my kickoff return of this season since the restart.
They're going to take a second to look at this just to make sure.
Hold on. This is this season alone?
Yeah, this season alone. Right now.
5 of look, I thought I was doing something with 3. You got 5? Oh, yeah. Isabella right under you. But that's
what
The regular season starts to wind down.
It's
wow.
The funny part is I had more than that before we did the restart.
Yeah,
I had 7 before we did the restart.
wow, that's crazy. I don't know it like that. Jeez.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
It's just stupid. It's just so stupid. I'm like, only one person stopped me from returning the ball.
Well, thanks for that one, buddy, because I'm gonna be kicking at him. All right. I sure won't.
He's trying to continue to gain.
It was fucking Reggie. Reggie didn't kick him the ball at all. Reggie was like,
yeah, I know. He didn't kick me the ball either. My fullback was getting the kick return. I was gonna try to pitch it back, but I'm like, nah, this game's so important.
I pitched it back just for GP to see what happened.
Oh, look at this. You saw that?
I just sent it to him. I just sent it to Jeremy. I was just seeing the stats. So I was like, let me see the kickoff return stats. I'm like, Jesus. I didn't know I had that many. I didn't know I was that far up on everybody.
I didn't know either. That's pretty wild.
Another completion to the total.
Meanwhile, as you were saying that, Phil missed a wide open Christian Watson. And prime example, like.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That is wild.
While your game is commentating, I'm gonna mute you. Come back on whenever you want to say something else.
This is 3rd and 8.
All right. Yeah, like he just missed a wide open Christian Watson for a touchdown. Like if I'm NFC, I want to play Phil. I want to play Kenny. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing anybody, but out of the people that's like in the playoff race / hunt, play Phil, you play Kenny, and dare I say, it's dangerous, but dare I say it, there's no better time to get Mays than right now. So I say play Mays and hope for the best. Hope he throws 6 picks and you just manage to get better. But
Nah,
that ain't gonna be
that's
for
very
long,
understandable though.
Hmm.
It's very understandable what you're saying though.
One more time.
I say it's very understandable what you're saying.
Oh yeah. Like you got to get him while he, quote unquote down. That's like in season 1 when I was contending for the playoffs and I'm right there in the mix, and everybody was talking about, oh, they look at the AFC and it's like, oh, we got all the stars and superstars and X factors over here, but then you got little Houston who's just doing all they can to stay in the mix, and everybody probably wanted to play me, like whether they said it or not. I know how they are. I know how the league is. They scared of the spotlight and they went the easy road. They went that soft life. So I know what time it was, but they want to see Houston now. We ready for it. So go ahead. I wish somebody would now.
I just know my team coming to play this week.
Hey, who you got to get? I asked you this like twice or 3 times already. My bad.
They got the Bengals. I just hope they come to play.
Yeah.
I just hope they come to play. That's all I ask.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be a good one. Like he got the passing game, and your quarterback's young. They probably in the spirit, they probably ready, but that's a test right there. But depending what happens with Joe Burrow, who knows? Because I figured something got to happen, right? 3 quarters, another game. Like, can you, if possible, like without revealing anything that you don't have to reveal, can you give us like a little insight on what that's looking like?
I'm thinking he's going to play because somebody messed up.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what I'm thinking. But conversations will be had. So
yeah.
So that's all it is. But no, in my head right now is, all right, my biggest thing is going to be Gio going to be lined up on Chase.
Right, gotta be.
And Gio stop Chase.
Absolutely.
I don't say no, but at the same time, he is a superstar himself, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, that's a pick. Look, get your man. Come on, man. Dude can't
do another one,
man.
He threw another one? God,
yeah.
Man.
Then he got like 6 completions and 5 interceptions.
That's not good.
Not at all. Like
that's not good. That is not good at all. Oh my God.
Like if I'm in the NFC, well, Phil's a wild card at this point. But if I'm in the NFC, I mean, I'm not looking any of the teams that aren't division winners. Minus New Orleans, because he's not personally leading the division, but he'd be the only test out of these wild card teams currently. Everybody else, not even worried about it. Not even worried about it. Kenny, Phil, nah. Twan's in that mix too, but I put Twan over Kenny and Phil, despite maybe I know he's 6-3 like Phil's 6-3, but
I'm trying to figure out who Twan played.
Twan,
besides Jeremy.
He played Nick, he played Edgar. Like it wasn't overly impressive, but it wasn't like terrible. It was like okay, you beat the guys you should have beat. But I remember I looked at his schedule a couple weeks ago on the show, and like when he was like 5-0 or 5-1, whatever, I was like,
yeah.
I think Reggie said something about like Twan 5-0, he must be in his bag or something. And then I pulled it up. And I was like, his season starts with these games right here, Philly, Dallas, and whoever he got next. Like, so now he in the meat of his schedule now. So we really gonna find out about them Commanders too.
Because I'm about to say, because my schedule has been straight up a just mixed bag of okay, easy, hard. I'm like, come on, man.
Do you
make up your mind, schedule?
Oh my goodness.
That's that Ricky, ain't it?
Come on, dude.
That's that Ricky you got?
Yeah, look at the defensive play. Look at the defensive call.
Yeah,
now,
that's one of the plays we was talking about.
Yeah, I know Phil's been a zero blitzer for a long time. But I hope and pray that every time somebody run over Storm Brave, that's exactly what happens. Gotta get him stop chasing them trends. Shaw Willis, that's the Jordan 1 of Madden plays right there. Stop chasing the trend. I don't respect it. I really don't.
I call that play every once in a while. I don't call it a lot.
See me,
I don't sit here and lie.
If it's a sprinkle, cool. But if it's like a person that like that's like me, how I typically play the game, right?
Yeah.
There's been cycles where I've played zone all cycle because I had to, and because it's my preference. But that's like you see me going from the highest zone ratio in the league, and now I'm running Overstorm Brave like my life depending on it. I wouldn't expect y'all to respect it. Oh, he ain't gonna miss twice. No, he would, but not this time at least. It's a little late, but I mean, technically, I guess it's still time. We've seen crazy things happen. But me, like, and you know this, and I'm just saying to say it, my pride is the best and the worst of me in this game. And my pride will not allow me to run over Storm Brave a single time as long as I live from here on. I don't think I've ever run it, but I really won't.
Hey, don't sit here and try to let your pride be a dummy, dog. If it works, it works, man. That's all.
But that's like,
I know it's trash, but it is what it is.
Fair. Yeah, it is. But me personally though, I'm just scared of zero blitzes, period. Like I don't like, because I feel like I'm giving points away if I do it. So I'm like, no, I can't.
I mean, it's all about the timing too in the situation. Like,
that's fair.
Like me, I feel like, if I feel like if I'm not getting no pressure, I might dial it up. That I'm being straight about this. I might dial that some bitch up. Like, hey,
yeah,
let's get it.
Yeah, like
somebody better get back there.
If you need like a single play, look, I'll look up and there it is again. You know what I want to see? See, they lucky. They're lucky that I don't have any sort of like control over EA Sports and making this game. Because you know what I would do? I'd take the play out. It wouldn't be.
I'm pretty sure you rid of it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to see how good y'all are out this play. Since everybody running it, but let's separate the real, like the real from the not so real. But that's just me. I have, as you know, I have an eye for and a knack for originality, even if it's polarizing. But that's a whole. But I mean, Crystal, whenever he went on offense at this point.
Oh yeah, it seemed like everything is going his way on that.
Mm-hmm. I think
that's what I'm noticing.
After this is over, I think I am going to jump in this PSN for a bit. I didn't get to be in. I was on for that second the other night, but then I didn't get on. I didn't get back.
Okay.
On, but
nah, man, like it's kind of like the PSN, like look, Mark said, and I was like, all right, bet, man.
Yeah, we got streets need to know. Like, so you don't have to say like the whole, but like the cliff notes. Like, what was it?
He asked how many wins I got, and I was like, I got this many.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, who you all? He let me see your schedule. I give him my schedule.
Right.
He said, nigga, you winning 5. I'm like, 5 what? 5 games out of this, or 5 games, period?
Right.
5 games, period.
Now hold on. Who did he say? Did he go game by game with you and say like you're going to beat this guy? You're going look
yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, he went game by game.
Oh no! So who he had you beaten? You were 3-5, now you're 4-5, and he says you're only going to win one more after today.
He said I was going to lose to JT. He said I'm only going to get a chance to probably split with Season Edgar, and that's it.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
You see why? Now you get why I said one down.
Yeah, I do. It all makes sense now.
I'm like, word? You really think that?
Like, that's
yeah.
crazy. What you think about going back to Detroit, Minnesota? This is over. I can't bear to see any more terrible defensive plays.
We can go back to that if it's still around.
Let's. Oh, they just ended. It just ended. I guess we'll stay here.
But we can go back and look at the replay of that.
Kermit, who said that about you?
Huh?
Who said that about you, Kermit?
Mark.
Oh, what I do? I did. Yeah, Mark was talking that talk. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you heard anything besides a whole bunch of bubbles. Because 2-7, that's pretty deep in the sea. Jesus.
Yeah,
Another.
That's a bad throw.
I'm part of that 7 though.
Hey, Rome, me too.
He said I'm gonna get my ass washed out by Jeremy. I was like, okay, cool.
I mean, Kerr.
I told her I was like, watch my Jeremy.
It's not too. All I'm saying is not too far fetched. I mean, I'm in this stretch of games where I just want to get them over with because I'm not.
I'm like this, dog. I'm like this.
Competition is below.
When me and Jeremy play, it's literally a toss up from it's gonna be a close game or somebody getting blown the fuck out. Period. That's how our games go with each other. So it's not like I'm not gonna sit here and like, oh, Jeremy's gonna whoop my ass. Straight out, watch me the whole fucking time. Fuck no. I'm like, nigga, I got a chance to beat Jeremy. Fuck what you mean?
Hey,
Fuck what you heard.
I don't know if you saw it. Your man came back on camera just to test that theory you were talking.
Hey, look here. I ain't know he came on camera for this shit, but I'm telling him I'm not scared of this nigga in Philly. But guess what? I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna lose to this nigga.
Right. That's right.
I don't want nobody to be scared of Philly. Don't be scared of Philly. We just out here welcoming y'all to the city. Letting y'all get some Krabby Fries, some Chicky and Pete's. Get your Philly. You can either go to Wawa, Ishkabills.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Wawa. Sponsor the boys, man. Shout out to Wawa.
Nigga, I just want to go to Philly and get some cheesesteaks and be left alone, all right?
Hey, man. Look, you want sweet peppers and ketchup? I got you.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? We got you.
Sweet pepper.
Because guess what? Guess what? When me and Jeremy play, at the end of the day, somebody's gonna get roasted. Period. No matter who's gonna win or lose, shit talking going to be happening. Personal phone in the group, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen.
Now, this is what I heard. I heard that R1's Q having some ram on that menu. That's me. That is what I heard.
I'm about to kill Cramington.
Smoke ram.
I'm about to show Cramington what's up. Yeah,
Goat head soup.
Hey, man.
Mm-hmm.
They'll put that. You know, I got a couple animals on my on my wall, like when 100 put the heads on it.
Oh, where
There's a couple around this motherfucker. There's a couple around this motherfucker.
Tell us about it. What that wall looking like?
Hey, man. I mean, you see it. I mean, the Seahawks got away with one. I ain't gonna lie to you. They got away with one.
Yeah, clip the wings a little bit.
Yeah. They clipped us.
Just a little.
Clipped you, nigga. That nigga shut the fuck out your ass.
Yeah, way. But we had a conversation that after that game was like, look here, bro. We not dropping for sure wins no more like that. We're not dropping for sure wins no more like that. It's the first. It's kind of like that first game of the season. And everybody tested out after the preseason.
Yeah, week 1 unpredictable.
It's unpredictable. We were still in my mind. I ain't gonna lie to you. In my mind, I'm thinking I still got the Eagles team of old before the mess up, so I can do what I need to do. And then they came out to bite me in the butt, because like I said, that last Eagles team I had before the fuck up was I had my elite pass rushers with Hassan Reddick coming off the edge as superstar. I had your boy Jordan Davis, superstar, in the middle with Kinlaw, so they was doing what they needed to do. And then CJ was a superstar, so my defense was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That Kobe was a star. You know what I'm saying? I had other corners it was just kind of crazy. So it was like, man, I'm thinking I'm playing with the same team and they bit me in the butt. You know what I'm saying? no discredit, no, not to take nothing away from C's, but C's knows he got away with it.
C's better find him a running game because
Got away
I
with one.
saw it.
The final score to that Vikings and Lions game was 55-35, I think. No, 53-35.
53-35. Who won?
The Vikings.
Okay, that sounds about right. Whoa, Viking! Wow, Jet.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Yeah. Dave's still trying to feel his way out.
Yeah, and I think he playing coy for real. Like he in a prime position to get the team to how and where he wants them to be. He's never going to be this. I mean, it's not even him that's his best. He came in late, obviously, but he's not going to be this bad in the full season. So he probably doing what he can this one time while he can, and then we're going to see him for real after. But Jake's 2 wins in the same night. That don't happen usually with back to back. So credit to him.
But no, I'm letting you know right now. Like I think Dave is trying to figure out. I'll say he's trying to figure out some shit.
Yeah,
The gameplay still.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I feel like, bruh, you think you can fix your team because he's saying he's trying to trade picks. I'm like, you think you can just sign people and trade for people and they're gonna turn your team around? It doesn't work that way. You need to draft these people. Yeah, you gotta draft some of these players, dog.
Yeah, a mix is ideal. A mix is very much ideal. Like because when see the thing with like when I went through the first season before EA messed up, I went through the first season. Trading Tunsil wasn't terrible. I got a first round pick. Now the bad part was good pick by Chicago. Is this gonna be one of those Justin Herbert games? Anyway, the thing with that was it was unfortunate for me that I happened to have the 2 of my 3 first round picks came from the conference champions and the eventual Super Bowl champion. So I had 31-32, then I had whatever mine was, it was like 15 or something like that.
Right.
But also the simulated draft messed up the whole plan. And then it was like, well, now the Tunsil trade looking crazy because I couldn't even draft. We couldn't even draft. Therefore, I couldn't get the guy I probably wanted. So I felt like I was chasing something like the entire time, but because every time I come on the air, people want to ask about 0-5 and 0-5. So I answer every single time, and I answer the same way. So, but I try to just I know where we came from, and more importantly, I know where we at now, and it's 2 different ball games. It's 2 completely different teams. Like this is how it should have been the first time, but I learned from the first time, and that's all we can do.
Yep. Still don't have like my biggest thing is I don't have a secondary, and my biggest fear is like, yo, Vikings can throw the ball on me. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm just got all war defenders back there. I just got a young ass secondary. They be running around. They be out there trying to make plays, man.
Hey, all you can do, man. But the good thing is your secondary is paired with Aaron Donald up front, though. So it's like it could be worse. It could be a lot worse than what it actually is.
Yeah, that's
He's gonna get you some turnovers regardless.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to get up there, try to force some stuff, but at the same time, it's like Gio. I'm just hoping Gio just progress faster enough where he is that true lockdown corner.
Mm-hmm. Be what Stingley was, for you last time.
But if I had him and Stingley, it's a different story, though.
Man, yeah, that's crazy. I gotta see. I look at it like this. I got plenty cap room last season and this season. So I'm thinking, but I got a lot of young players too, especially in like on defense. I got Petrie. He's my only young. Well, no, my rookie corner who came in and got 2 picks today. But he never really ready yet. But Petrie's my guy, though. Regardless, Petrie's my guy. So I'm looking at it like I got to keep Petrie. And I got decisions to make everywhere else. Devin McCourty probably going to retire. So that's going to be a big loss because that's my only superstar. So he's going to retire probably. And if he don't, I don't know if I'm paying him based on how he probably declines. So Marcus Peters, I got to keep another year. Just regardless, I got to keep him another year. And build the secondary. I'm probably building that secondary year to year at this point. and the trenches and the upfront. So offense is set. We got young players everywhere. Only got to replace Julio Jones, who decided he wanted to be Julio Jones today, like the
I
coach.
saw.
You
I
know,
saw.
yeah, he was showing out a little bit.
I saw that. I was like, oh, look at that. I didn't even know you had Julio. That's
See, they don't
hilarious.
know. They see the 80 overall, and like, I got some guys though. I got some guys like for sure. I got some guys. So we just
Right.
trying to make it work. My offensive line is set for the cycle. Provided Tunsil agrees to a contract extension because we've been negotiating for weeks now. And he did not accept nothing. I got something for Tunsil though, and it don't involve trading him this time. So he gonna be in Houston one way or another.
Tag.
Franchise my franchise him, but I do.
It's screaming tag to me.
He man, he begging for it. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to spend $30 million on you for one season, but I will if I have to. I sure will. But everybody else good, man. We Reverend Jordan decided he want to be a true NFL tight end these past couple weeks. I'm here for it. Hartman, Cooks is Cooks. Isabella is going to step in for Cooks after the season, so he just waiting in the wings. But Pierce is running well. We good.
Man, you got nothing but speed niggas out there. Small itty bitty speed niggas.
Yeah, we got the speed back, and then I got the multiverse Cam Newton at quarterback. What more could I ask for? Like
Better defensive line.
All my line, I love the defensive line. They're so strong. I got like a rotation like 9 or 10 guys I can use at defensive line, and it feels great. We didn't have the best performance today. Like they shouldn't have gave up 59 yards to Travis Etienne, but
you said 59 yards like that hurt you.
But it was like on 7 carries though. I'm like, what we doing? Like that's
7 carries, so Devin just not running the ball.
I mean, yeah, luckily, the game just got away from him. Well, I just put the points on him, but that's not how you want to go to a game coming up against Leonard Fournette, because that's the most OC running back on this entire game, if you ask me, besides Derrick Henry. But Derrick Henry actually makes sense. Fournette is just like, bro, you're not that in real life. Not to this degree.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Like, so we gotta
so Mikey I think Mikey gave him some steroids or something, or made him believe he back in LSU.
Yeah, man, he really like got that guy. Like, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing with him. Madden has Leonard Fournette. He's really that guy coming into the draft that we all thought was going to be like this otherworldly, all-time great running back.
You're right.
But we're gonna find a way to stop it. I can let y'all know that game. It's gonna be a true road game for him because he coming here. Like he's actually coming physically here to play.
What? How you gonna do that?
Well, he only live like 15 minutes from you.
No, I'm talking about like.
Oh, I'm a play where I play, and I'm a set up in like the where because I just real with y'all. I ain't got no kitchen table. I don't need one. I don't really be in here eating like that. And if I do, I just eat in here. But in there, so I turn in like what would be the kitchen or like the dining room. It's like a game room of sorts. So I'm gonna set it up for him to where he can bring his monitor and he can play over there. I'm gonna play right here, and we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, that's a true road game. Cool.
Yeah, like we gotta do it because I don't know if it's been no. I mean, I think it's been a couple, but it ain't been no true road game in a minute in this league. So I figured why not. And
the last one was when me and Des played.
Yeah, I knew Des was in it. I just didn't know if he played you or Jeremy or who, but
it was me.
Yeah. So yeah, and I actually remember that now. I think you like weren't y'all playing for like a draft pick or something? It was some way.
We was playing for liquor.
Huh?
It was the bottle bowl. We was playing for liquor.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't think we've seen one since then. So we're gonna play like that, and hopefully I'm gonna try to like make it to where y'all can get like a live view of the both of us. But I don't know how that's gonna work. Yeah, I gotta figure that out before Wednesday.
No, that shit gonna be fun though.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Then Thursday, see, this is why I gotta win, right? This is the hardest part of the schedule right here because I played Reggie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me know that we right where we need to be, despite the loss. I can put this team on the field with any team and feel fine, right? But in between, you got the tricky game with Dez. Got out the way, did what we were supposed to do. But we got undefeated here and Reggie, little trap game week of Khalil Mack, but damn. Little trap game here or what could have been, and then got undefeated here in Mikey. Conference champion, Super Bowl champion, and then the participants. It's just another opportunity. And I can't wait because I don't remember a time where I ever got to play the two players who were in the Super Bowl in such close proximity. I don't think it's ever happened for me. And I don't plan on going 0-2. It's simple and plain.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun though. I can't wait for that.
No, I'm talking about you.
And you know another thing, I can't let you see because this is what Mikey's gonna do. This is what he's gonna do. And I know he's gonna do it. He either gonna text me or he gonna put it in the group chat, right? Or in group me. And he'll be like, he'll say something like, I got that chip before you, and I came to your own spot and beat you. I cannot let that happen. I cannot let that happen. No, sir.
Hey, you can't let him come in your house and do that little.
No, sir. No, sir. Great.
You know what I'm talking about.
That's a Eddie Jack. That's a great pick. But yeah, no, sir. No, sir. I can't let that. No. And then on top of that,
you know you're gonna do that little chuckle, bro.
Bro, that chuckle is hilarious. Mikey's chuckle is hilarious, man.
Can't let him get that chuckle off, bro.
Mikey's chuckle and Twan's laugh are so infectious. It just make you laugh even more. I swear, man.
You know what laugh that pisses me off a lot?
What's that?
Jeremy's.
Oh yeah. Jeremy got a good one too. Yeah, 100%. Especially when you play him in the game and he laughed because he did something that that kind of like the play went his way. Absolutely, 100%.
Sometimes I feel like his laugh is trolling, though.
It is sometimes.
I feel like that nigga trolling me when he laughs.
100%.
I heard my man. Hey man, because it should be funny. Shit, comedy.
No, I said I hate your laugh, nigga, because I feel like you trolling me, nigga.
No, because that shit's comedy. It only
My
comes
page is
out.
comedy?
It only really comes out when I'm playing a nigga that's been talking shit, and then I expose that nigga. That shit be funny. I'm like, oh, like case in point, man. Man has been exposed to the laugh plenty of times because hey, let's play load up, let's do something, and then I gotta destroy. I like, all right, I kind of be like, all right, Manny, let you get away with a little something, and then it is what it is. She's the same way. She's won't ever get on the mic ever.
He's gonna never go on the mic. I wish he did though.
Yeah, I killed that for him like 5 matches ago when I used to laugh at when I used to laugh and do shit to him.
C's got the perfect like style to be on the mic though, because C's is so
dry.
He's so in like his mode of just who he is when he plays that game. Like the he don't say the good game. Like I would love, man. C's is such a great competitor in the league, man. I really enjoy playing. I haven't played C's in like 3 years, but the rare times I do play him, I enjoy playing him. I enjoy. It's a few people though. I ain't played in a while, and while y'all, I enjoy playing the both of y'all. When we get back to our divisional, we'll pick it back up. We'll never really be on the opposite conferences too much. And
I just haven't had that when I got that top pick. I was like, yeah, the agreement's out the window.
Oh yeah. As it should have been. I knew the only way I could have made it. Oh, I couldn't have made it happen. Not with the division at least.
I'm like this. If we come back next year with Madden, this 24?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm definitely, if I'm in the top pick, oh nigga, I'm going with high power team. Fuck what you heard.
when you that high, you got to like as much as I could be like, or people could be like, oh, you want a Super Bowl with this strong team? It's like, bro, if you was picking number 4, number 3, wouldn't you? Like, I'm probably one of the few people, me, B, Steelers B, OGB.
Yeah.
We might be the 2 people that we go into our teams, whether we 1 or 32, anywhere in between.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, otherwise, I can't really knock it. Like, I would say though, the only team at this point I would say no to Carolina for, if I had the opportunity, would be Baltimore.
Baltimore, not the 49ers?
Nah. Like, I just been wanting to see what I could do with Lamar for a long time. But at the same time, though, I don't run enough with the quarterback at this point in time to where I would even go there. It would just be Carolina regardless.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, in my head, I was like, shit, nobody really got to see what Trey Lance can do, to be honest with you.
Edgar hold him hostage. but if Edgar holding him hostage means Bean can't trade for him, go ahead.
Yeah.
Keep him in San Fran. I don't.
Nah, Reggie trying to get that nigga, dog.
Bean, I'm gonna say this every time we come on the stream. Bean, can y'all please put the trade limit back on? Strictly for him. At least
for Bean?
Huh?
Just for Bean?
Just for Bean. And no, as a matter of fact, as long as we're in the same division, make it league-wide. Trade limit. Because this man will go to anybody's doorstep and get a deal. And I'm like, bro, I need you to just stop.
Who you talking about, Bean?
Yeah.
Stop adding people, bro. I promise you, you will be okay if you don't trade no more. No more.
He didn't want to trade with me. That's crazy.
Hmm?
I said I was trying to trade with Ben. He didn't want to trade with you.
Who you trying? I think you brought this up before. Who you trying to trade for?
I tried to get Malik up out of it. But
then nigga said he wanted first.
No, this is before
crazy.
that. That was before that buffoonery came out. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you serious? Nobody's about it. He's got 92. Like, I don't think you like you just said, brother. I got Jalen Hurts. How often do I run with Jalen Hurts? I might break with him one time on a read option because somebody blitzing hard or something. Oh, I appreciate it. I'm gonna take this 30-yard run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna read option, but even when I drop back the pass, I'm gonna throw the ball before I try to take off with Jalen because I ain't trying to get hurt.
Man, I'm telling you, like, you know, it's crazy because I really scrambled for the first time on my quarterback for really felt like the first time all cycle. Well, this season. Good pick. Eddie Jackson again.
Eddie's nice, dog.
Yeah,
he's stupid nice.
No, Eddie's a good.
Who's playing Mason? Who?
Mason and Mark.
Which Mark?
The other Mark. The Chargers Mark.
The over 500 mark.
I ain't wasting my time putting my eyes on that.
It's 0-0.
Like I said,
They just keep turning the ball over.
I'm still not wasting my time to watch that because I already know what's going to. The Chargers going to throw at least 8 of them things.
Well, he got 3 so far.
Justin Herbert's going to throw 3 picks.
All to Eddie Jackson, it seemed like.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not
going to lie. Out of all the teams I need to get back, from season 1, that I got unpaid debts to, or they were really I got receipts for, Chargers up there.
Really?
Yeah, because I played them twice, and both games it felt like the sheer difference in talent was the only thing that took to the board. I want to see all these guys. Now that I got guys that can compete truly, despite what the overall saying all that, I want to see what's up now.
See, me, I would get the Chargers if I was in the top pick this year, though. I ain't going to say it in front. I would have picked the Chargers for Buffalo.
Yeah, because I think
those are the 2 teams I was looking at if I was in the top 2 or top 3, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I predicted Mark was going to take the Chargers number 1.
Yeah.
I thought Dolphins B was going to take Buffalo second, but it went to Manny at 3. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, definitely knew those two teams were going off early.
But the funny part is, I think the Chargers are going to drop next year, though.
Oh, they should, because them boys, they not really that. They not really that, in my eyes.
The team that everybody's going to try to pick next year is literally going to be the fucking Jags. The Jags going to be kind of loaded offensively.
Jaguars,
Because they're young, they still have cap. They have their picks.
Yup. Yeah, I think Seattle's going to be higher next year.
Yep.
Is it Carolina potentially?
It all depends on who y'all draft at
Yeah,
quarterback.
exactly. Right. Because we get one of them top. Even if we get Anthony Richardson, somebody's gonna be like, I can do
Yeah,
it.
the intangibles.
Look, Mays might go Carolina next year. I thought he might have went this year.
No, he went Arizona for something else, but it is what it is.
Yeah. But I will say, like, I think he would have. I don't know. I do think this with me going to Houston. I think it kind of like showed, at least to an extent, how fun just putting yourself up against the grinder could be. And I think, Mays, like, now he probably had his own reason. I'm not saying I'm the sole reason. I'm not even saying I'm a big reason, but maybe there was just like that little bit of like, that looks fun. He's still fighting with Houston. Let me go to Chicago. They got Justin. They already got the quarterback ready, and now I can just build from there and kind of challenge.
No, he did that because they got cap space for days. Because they built
right. Because we had the draft capital and cap space. Chicago got cap space and draft capital also. So yeah,
it's a bigger city and people like Justin Fields. So
yeah, that big market, that's going to help. That's definitely going to help.
That's why I was like. So that's what helped him. You is like, yeah, you got a big city, but people just don't like Houston. So I just don't get it. I get it because the owners suck in real life, but you know what I'm saying?
Man, for real, that's the worst, man. They're so bad. So bad.
If the owner wasn't so trash, bro.
Terrible. Like, what's funny? When I drafted my guy, I was trying to think of like a Steve McNair descendant, right? And I was like, because of the owner being Bob McNair, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I just kept his name. I was like, whatever. Yeah, they trash. And I pray. But maybe and hopefully, because we know Lovey and Cully should have both got more time. We know that, but
yeah. But
maybe,
I mean, the point is, I think D'Amico might get some time because he actually played for.
He played
the
exactly.
owner.
That's what I was gonna say. He played, and not only did he play, but he played at a Pro Bowl level for them. So
yeah.
Now, ain't no way they let him go after 1 year. They can't. Absolutely.
If they do it, nobody will ever want to coach in Houston again.
Facts. Yeah, because they already at that point where it's like, you can't mess up again. Not like that.
Like you just fired 2 black coaches in a row after 1 season.
Yep. And then on top of Steve Wilkes not getting our job, which
he should have.
I wanted him to, but if you're not gonna go with Wilkes, then you go with a guy like Frank Reich. And based off what we did today, I'm not mad at it at all.
My point is like, didn't y'all most of your people like was like defensive coaches, right?
Yeah, we had defensive coaches the whole history, from Dom Capers to up until Ron Rivera. Matt Rule don't count. He not an NFL coach. I'm not including him in anything.
I think he wasn't an offensive coach anyway. He was a defensive coach too.
Yeah, but he sucks above all else. Like, I mean,
no, I get that, but I'm just saying he's a defensive coach. So this is your real first true offensive coach hired.
Yeah, Frank is our first one. I'm like, bro, you got the OG Carolina Panther quarterback. I'm so happy. And he building guys. Oh, he building a staff. Man, I really think we about to be in another like glory year period for our franchise. The best multi-year period, 2013 through 2015.
I mean, anything's possible. So I ain't gonna say man like it's not. So it is what it is. I'm just laughing at what Cam Jordan say. Like, oh, without Brady, Tampa about to go back to being Tampa.
Yeah. I don't like Cam Jordan, but I fully agree with that though.
It's the truth, though.
It is the God's honest truth. Yep.
They just finally got over 500 as a franchise because of Tom Brady.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's about to go. They about to go right back to where they were.
Woo! Into the bin you go.
Like, good while it lasted, guys. But yeah,
It was fun. It's fun. I was irrelevant, guys.
All for it. All for it. I think we're gonna I mean I'm not stopping this no time soon, but yeah, I'll probably jump right back on here tomorrow too and do a show. Got a little segment that I'm ready to unveil tomorrow.
What's that? Who is trash?
Who's trash?
Yeah.
Nah, it's just a little something. I still gotta get it together tonight, but I should have it ready by tomorrow. I think I should have it ready by.
That is wild.
Let's see what Mark Noah in this defense. Let's see if he's still playing on his cover run. Oh, Joey. See, life's so much easier when you got the Joey Bosa's and the Myles Garrett's and all that.
So Mark scored.
Yeah, him too.
Good
Michael. Oh, another pick.
I realized
What's that?
this nigga Mays dropped hella deep for fucking Chesterfield.
Oh yeah. It's like the you know them old Hot Wheels where you were like revving back and the little wheels would click.
Yeah.
And then when you let it go, pew. That's exactly how it is.
Man, dropped so fucking far back.
Mm-hmm. We gotta see if Mark can do what Phil couldn't do the other day. Let's see. Okay, he getting the ball right back. It would have been nice for him to get points, but yeah, you gotta get Mays right now. Like if anybody in that NFC, like before him and David in the same picture, for better or for worse, they in the same division, but you gotta get them guys while you can. I was in that camp. They thought it was sweet, but I think we're trying to get out of that same discussion of guys you got to get while you can.
Yeah.
I think the window for getting me is over with. What am I doing? Let's see. What do we have? And I've been sitting here so long and nothing's been going on. I guess because it's Grammys night. I don't know. I've been sitting here so long to the point where like I haven't forgot that I'm working, but ain't been no work to forget about. So I'm all for it.
Hey, how do you feel about the trade that went down today?
Kyrie and to Dallas?
Yeah.
Well, I think this. I think number one, Brooklyn, because we know Kyrie screwed Brooklyn. We know Brooklyn could have really been a championship contender. The way they were playing, they were going to get KD back. They were looking real good with Jacques Vaughn as coach. They were building towards being a threat in the East again, and dare I say they already were a threat. But I think Kyrie screwed them over purposefully because he knew they were skeptical about giving him a contract. And then on top of that, I think Brooklyn gave that same energy back to Kyrie by not trading him to us, not trading him to the Lakers, because that's kind of where he wanted to go. So I look at it like that. But for Dallas,
no, that's what the owner literally said. He said, I was not going to give him what he wanted.
Yeah, like exactly. Like the Lakers or the Clippers for that matter, even though the Clippers offer trash, in my opinion. But I think it's great for Dallas. Like that West after Denver, from 2 to the bottom.
Right.
Pick and choose. Like I
like. But I mean, like you gotta. I respect it because they're like it's like okay. The owner is like, oh, you want to do this?
Right. And that's how owners should be with these NBA players nowadays. Like it's been for too long, for like a dozen or 13 years now. These NBA players been able to do whatever they want. They've been sitting out games, quitting for seasons at a time, not playing. Like they had too much power. It's time that the GMs and the owners take back some of that power because, like, what we've seen the last few years has been absolutely crazy. It don't make any sense.
Bro, he literally was doing he was doing a lot too, and I'm like, ain't no way in hell. If I'm an owner, like C said in the chat, he got too much power. I'm like, he hold all the cards. No, the fuck he doesn't. He holds not a damn thing. You can request for a trade, but don't mean you got no trade clause. I can trade you wherever the fuck I want to trade you to.
Yeah, like his leverage mainly stemmed from the fact that like y'all cannot trade me if y'all want, but just know that I'm leaving. But Brooklyn, luckily for them, they were ahead of the game and too smart for that. Like we're gonna get something for you, and you not go where you want to go, and that's how it should be. Like all these dudes like Anthony Davis and James Harden and especially Ben Simmons, all these guys demanding trades and like, nah, y'all get paid too much to be crying and whining like toddlers. Like, and I'm not finna treat you like a toddler. You're a grown man. You accepted the terms. You're getting paid hundreds of millions. Act like it. And if you don't play here. Go somewhere.
And that's why I'm surprised that like he even got sent to Dallas. Like I thought they sent him somewhere they really don't. He really don't want to go.
Yeah, but I think that part of that was probably Kyrie's fault too, because he probably killed a lot of his value by what's been going on with him over the past.
In his what he want as a contract, like no team really want to give him that. To be honest with you,
they're not going to do it willingly, like or with like you said, they're not going to do it with no strings attached. Like here, just take all this. Nah, absolutely not.
I wouldn't. I'll put some steps on that shit.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
How many times Kyrie like decided to just miss games and shit? Just randomly just miss games.
Yeah, exactly. Like he can't be trusted. I wouldn't trust him.
And the funny part of it was like, oh, they're like, oh, it's the Lakers. Da, 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 da. I'm like, look at all these Laker fans. Like, y'all really thought the Nets owner really was gonna let him go to the team he wants to go to?
Even on top of that though, I'm in the vast minority of people who the possibility of him being traded, I would have rather kept what we have now than have that issue, and then we lose assets that we already don't have 3, 4, 5 years down the line. Like, what else? What we going to trade him? I mean, I know everybody's saying Russ, but we're seeing because as quickly as the media was hopping on Russ, talking about he was a problem and they scapegoated him, you don't hear nothing about Russ being talked about now.
Nope.
Nothing.
Russ is chilling. And Russ feels like he about to get traded to Charlotte anyway.
Russell?
Yeah.
I hope not, but what the media did to that man was corny. And they feel like, I think, to me, it just feels like all my favorite players be the guys that the media just hates. And maybe it's a trend.
That's how it goes that way. That's how it goes.
Yeah, like, it's crazy, but,
good edge rush, boy.
For real.
Bosa got around that corner quick this time.
Sure did. Like, I don't miss playing against that. I really don't. Like that guy. Nah.
See, my biggest thing is like Garrett, like with him, he gets hurt, he out for a minute.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
He's good when he's on the field, but when he's off the field, it's like, bruh, you not strong.
Yeah, you want the availability. You go get his younger brother.
Yeah, your brother's nice. The only reason your brother missed some games because he got his rolled up on his knee pop, like got torn up the stretch. But me, his brother usually healthy. It's healthier than him.
Yeah. Oh,
no.
Whoa.
Did he lag?
I had to.
Lag on his end.
Made kick a field goal like that.
He had to lag on his end.
Yeah, that nothing about that.
I never seen him kick like that.
No, same.
Is Jeremy? What the fuck is Jeremy doing? That has to be Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I just see a big. That's a good catch.
Yeah. Herbert, one touchdown, 3 kicks.
Yo, they said Herbert used to have the slowest throwing motion in the game last year. Now they fixed it, where his throwing motion is as bad.
Oh, on Madden?
Yeah, it was slow as shit last year.
Oh, you know, I'm forgetting because I didn't even buy it. I didn't even play.
It was slow as fuck. It was bad. It was slow. It was hella slow.
Like the slowest wind up ever, huh?
It was so slow, but it would be accurate. It would be slow. That's like, yo, I love Justin Fields. I'll trade the farm for Justin Fields, but nobody would ever trade me the farm for Justin Fields.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say about being Houston that messed me up. I mean, I wouldn't even say messed me up, but it was just something I had to accept. And that was not only am I coming to the worst team on the game and possibly the worst team in the history of Madden.
Right.
Since what happened? What?
Did something just happen? I think
dang.
his connection just dropped.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, I said when he missed that field goal, I was like, something happened with his connection.
Where you could tell that wasn't a normal miss. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump into PSN now that that's over.
Yep.
And I'll holler at y'all in there. I'm gonna cut this one loose and I'll jump back on tomorrow morning. But yeah, I'll be in the PSN.
All right, bro.
All right. Premature ending of Sunday Night Football, y'all, but we'll be back tomorrow morning. Holler at y'all then.